Well, welcome everybody to our Wednesday night Abundant Living event. My name's Leah and I've been with the Juice Plus business for about 17 months now, and it's definitely been pretty life-changing. So I love this evening's event because it's just an opportunity to really share what I've been up to and what some of the other inspiring girls on this event have also been doing, and really about how we're, doing life a bit different, and we're escaping the 9 to 5 and, creating a life where you don't really need a holiday from it. It's something that we can do from anywhere at any time, and really taking our time back. And it's really exciting. Tonight we're launching Sarah's business. So if you're on here supporting her, thank you so much for jumping on. I know that she'll really appreciate that. And really tonight we're just going to be covering two things. And those two things, I think, are a big issue today in today's society, and things that we really struggle with. And one is our health, and really how we look and feel. And, I think that we're always on the hunt for, there's a lot of, different health fads out there, and everybody's always on the hunt to, feel as good as they can. Who doesn't want to, look good and feel good? And I think there's so much conflicting advice out there as to what to do, and it can be really confusing. And I know that what we have is just a better way. It's really simple, it makes sense, it's sustainable, and it is completely safe for everybody. So I'm excited to share that. The other thing is really just how we get to live life and improve our two stresses, and one is our financial situation, and other is our time, and having more time to do what we want to do. So being able to say yes to more, and really just that we found a way that really is escaping that normal life and being able to do more of what we want and saying yes to more. So I will start really where it all began, and that is with our amazing whole food product. And if you've never seen Juice Plus before, this is what it looks like. So it is a blend of 30 different fruits, veggies and berries in capsules. I came across Juice Plus when my little girl was 4 months old. I, as lots of new mums, wasn't feeling amazing. I was breastfeeding around the clock, not getting a lot of sleep, and just in general didn't have great well-being and was not feeling the best version of me. And that was really reflecting in all parts of my life. I came across this, and the first thing that I noticed is that it has an ingredients label, so I could read everything on the back. As somebody who'd been through pregnancy and was breastfeeding, you have to read everything and make sure it's completely safe. So anything that has a red flag, that you can't take during those 2 periods of your life is definitely something that I question is good for you long term. So I just absolutely love that anybody can take this. It's completely safe. It's just fruits, veggies and berries, and yet it had an ingredients label so I could understand everything that was in it. It just absolutely made sense to me because it bridges the gap between what we eat and what we should be eating. So in an ideal world, obviously, we would all be eating the recommended serves of fruits and veggies every day. But hands up if you can get that into your day consistently, every day. There's very few people, and I would say that I eat really well, but consistently, even on a good day, I really struggle. And I'm not alone. The statistics are out there. There's 96% of us who are not getting the recommended serves of veggies. So it's definitely something that everyone's struggling with day to day, with how busy we are and really what we're able to get into our bodies. So this just really is my insurance. It completely takes care of it. And it really just ensures that I'm getting all of those whole foods that we know our body needs. That's what your body thrives from. I absolutely love the way it's made as well. It literally is just fruits, veggies and berries grown in really clean, herbicide, pesticide-free environments, third-generation farms, and then it's grown and picked at ultimate peak ripeness. So it's left on the vine until those last 2 weeks of ripening. And what we know is that's when the produce gets all of the nutrition that our body needs. It's very different to the produce that we see in our grocery stores today, where it's often picked well before it's ripe, and then it's kept in cold storage, and then that's really what's popped on the shelf and what we're buying. It's then taken and it's washed and basically made into a big smoothie and then dried at a really, really low heat to make sure that it's kept live and all the phytonutrients and digestive enzymes are completely kept intact and put into capsules so that our bodies actually recognise it as food. There's actually research done on this. There's quite a lot of research, but one of the studies is that shows that Juice Plus is actually taken into the body as food, and it's absorbed and taken into the bloodstream within 3 to 5 minutes and really goes to where your body needs it. So it's different to something like a multivitamin or a synthetic supplement, which is fractured, and you really don't know whether you're kind of absorbing it or it's just being peed out. Like you get that bright yellow disco wee when you take a multi or a vitamin B tablet. It's really not the same when you take Juice Plus, so the body really sees it as food. What else can I tell you? There's over 35 peer-reviewed medical journal studies done on Juice Plus. So there's a lot of research. There's absolutely no other product out there that I know that has that sort of research and studies behind it. They're done in top universities all around the world. And really what they're showing is that Juice Plus reduces the inflammation in the body. And we know that that's what whole foods do. A lot of illness is actually caused by inflammation in the body, and this is definitely reducing the systemic inflammation, so it's really helping with illness. Because Juice Plus, the company is the company with a heart, we're all about really sustainable health for absolutely everybody, and what better place to start than with our children. They're the next generation coming through, and I'm really passionate about that as a mum, making sure that our kids are getting the best start possible. So every adult who actually takes Juice Plus, they can actually sponsor a child to take the chews for free, or the capsules as well. So these are just little chews, and lots of kids they absolutely love them. My little girl, she is crazy about them, and they really, every child that participates and takes the product for free, participates in a worldwide health study. There's over 1 million children in this study, and what it shows is that kids who are actually taking this, they are having less days off school, less doctor's visits, drinking more water, pooping better, just general overall well-being is better. And I just think with kids, there's no placebo. There's no, thinking like that something's happening that's not. It's like when you start to see these results and you're seeing kids, we hear stories all the time of kids that, never wanted to reach for those colourful, vibrant vegetables. They were really attracted to beige food. And as a mum, I can see how that happens, wanting to just eat things like bread and pasta, and then they start reaching for things like capsicums and cucumbers and tomatoes because they're really starting to crave those things. And that's what Juice Plus does. It really helps to flood the body on a cellular level with all those beautiful whole foods and nutrients, so that the body starts to feel like more of it. But we've seen things like dermatitis and eczema clearing up. We hear amazing results every day of people who have had, been pre-diabetic, been able to come off medication, blood pressure medication, lots of different illnesses, and definitely along with our program, which I'll touch on in a moment, amazing weight loss as well. So it really is changing lives and really helping people, create healthy food cultures in the home and going back to those basics. The other thing that we do have, the other product, which I'm absolutely crazy about, are our complete powders. So these are just a really beautiful superfood blend. They're just a really nice balanced meal of fats, carbohydrates and protein. And they taste absolutely amazing. They come in chocolate and vanilla, and they're amazing if you're a busy person, which I think that everybody's busy these days. But I know that, there's always that time of day that I really struggle to sit down and eat a balanced meal. It just doesn't happen. And for me, breakfast is just a really tough time. And I think lots of people struggle with that. So, having that on hand, being able to throw it into a smoothie. My little girl absolutely loves it. She thinks she's having like a chocolate, milkshake, and really she's getting a whole heap of superfoods into her day. So I know we're starting the day right. They're great to have in your handbag, just, if you kind of get caught out and you I know this used to happen to me a lot, where I'd be out and I'd kind of forget to eat, and then you're kind of going to reach for something like coffee and cake, or something that really doesn't have nutritional value. Having one of these in your bag, and you can really, have that and know that you're having something amazing. So the other thing, every person who orders Juice Plus actually gets access to our Juicy Body Transformation, and that is a Facebook group that we run, and it is just a really nice supportive community of people who are sharing really nice health tips and recipes. We also have a bunch of guides, over 250 recipes, and there's a few different components to it. They come in ebooks. I've had them printed, so they look like a little bit like this, and there's just some really beautiful recipes in there, family friendly, easy to cook for everybody. The girl who came up with the recipes was on MasterChef, but you certainly don't have to be a MasterChef to make them. She's a busy mum of two, and she knows exactly what it's like. So they're just really something that everybody can enjoy, and it really is just teaching people to go back to basics and making really healthy, tasty food. That everybody can love and enjoy. It really doesn't make sense that one person's eating a salad because you're eating healthy, and the rest of the family are eating something else. It's something that everybody can have. There's a few different components of the program. We have a beautiful cleanse, which a lot of people really like to start their health journey with. You can really come back to it at any time as well. We have meal plans, exercise plans. We also have a shred challenge that we run, and that's really for people who work really well in a challenge environment and maybe are looking for something to really kickstart their health journey. And I believe we have one of them coming up quite soon, which is exciting as well. And we see amazing results from that. Great, health, weight loss results. And it's pretty incredible to see how we're changing lives with that as well. So we might just head on over to Sarah right now, who is launching her business, and she's going to share a little bit, let me just find you, Sarah, about how Juice Plus came into her life, and why it made sense to you, and what you're excited about.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. So I guess firstly, Juice Plus kind of came into my life when I didn't really understand that I needed it. I guess I didn't really think that I needed something, but when I came across it, I realized that I did. So I am studying a Bachelor of Health Science at uni, and so health and fitness has always been a big part of my life, and I've always been super health conscious and love nutrition and everything like that. And I just saw a post that Sarah made on Facebook and was just super intrigued. So I messaged her and we just started chatting, and she started introducing me to Juice Plus. And I guess from my background in health science and from my study, I was super intrigued about it being so sustainable and so holistic, and it just seemed like it would really fit into my life. So I did some research myself, and I read all the not all, but I read some of the articles that Leah was talking about before, and I just couldn't fault it, to be honest. And that was really reassuring that it was a awesome product to be involved with. And so Sarah got me set up on Juice Plus, and we ordered my product, and it kind of all went from there. So as I said, I've got a background in health science, and that really kind of gave me a good foundation to really understand the benefits that were going to come from flooding my body with such amazing nutrients. So I wanted to say the biggest benefit I kind of experienced quite quickly was the energy levels. So for the past probably 2 or 3 years, I've been quite anemic, so really, really low in iron. And I used to find that I'd get to Wednesday and just the rest of the week would be so unproductive and just a bit of a write-off, because I used to just be so exhausted and lethargic and just run down. And that's not normal. And as a young female and someone who was into nutrition and into sport and fitness, I shouldn't have been that lethargic. And so none of my doctors could really figure out why I wasn't absorbing any iron despite getting enough of it in my diet. When Sarah was talking to me about the product, targeting increased energy levels was super attractive to me. And so I was super excited for that benefit. And within 2 weeks, I did experience that, and I just felt so energized, and I felt so well in myself. And so that was really awesome. That was really positive, obviously, for me to feel that. But actually, I had bloods done recently, and my iron levels have almost doubled since taking Juice Plus. And so that's just awesome, because before that my doctors couldn't, like on iron supplements, couldn't get my levels up. So just to think that by flooding my body with all this good stuff, my iron levels have just increased massively, which was super awesome. So that was the biggest and the most beneficial thing that I found in the short term of taking Juice Plus. And I mean, I've had so many other benefits as well, but just general well-being, and my immune system is just loving it, which is really cool. So yeah, that's kind of the biggest benefits for me from taking Juice Plus. In terms of the business, I was lucky that Sarah was looking for a teamie and kind of saw the potential in me to join her team, and for it to be something that I could really use in my life and would be super awesome. So yeah, Sarah got me into that, and has been an awesome mentor, and I bombard her with messages and questions all the time, but she's there all the time to help me out. And so yeah, I'm on doing that, and it's just given me something to be super passionate about, something to work on that's not uni and that's not my other job, but something that I can really put my passions into. And so when she was describing the business side to me, I was just super intrigued, and I just wanted to share it with people. I was feeling so good on this product, and why wouldn't I want to share that with other people? So that was my main reason behind, going for the business and just kind of jumping straight into it. And yeah, I just, like as I said, fell in love with the product and just wanted to share that. So was looking for something that I could put my passions into and be able to guide other people towards their health goals and stuff. And I guess also I'm looking at moving to Melbourne at the end of the year to continue my studies. And so when the opportunity came to, do a little bit of work from home and earn a little bit of money on the side, that was really attractive to me, because it can really help set me up for my time in Melbourne to study. So yeah, that's about me.
Awesome. Thanks, Sarah. That's I'm so excited to see where this goes for you, and it's so exciting to see you so passionate about the business and helping people. So excellent. I'm just going to head on over to Lisa now, who is going to share a little bit about her story, but also then switch gears and really head on into a little bit about the business.
Well done, Sarah. That's great. Hi. Sorry, Leah, I'm not going to do pyramid, aren't I? So just a little bit about, did you say a little bit about me, or just straight a little bit me? I've been on Juice Plus now 6 months, and I'm loving it. Like you, Sarah, I was anemic as well, really low on iron, so had no energy, in a really low place, and was finding it really hard to function normally and function and be a good mum as well, and do everything else I need to do for my boys. So I entered a post on Facebook as well, just asking about energy. So that was the number one thing for me. The bonuses that came with that, like having free fruit and veggies for my kids, was just a huge tick for me. So it was just, and just being all natural, that was just a great thing for me as well. So I jumped onto the product and the business as well, and loving it ever since. I just about 2 weeks later, I felt the energy as well, and found myself just walking 7Ks and even going for a little run, and just feeling better and amazing. My kids' skin's beautiful, and everyone's doing well, everyone's happy, and just loving the whole journey, and definitely grown so much. And as I'm more and more into it, just for people, like I have customers that just are getting fantastic results, and great results with arthritis stories, and less pain and better sleep and skin, everything. So it's really great. I'm just going to share with you something that came up for me when I first joined, and this even came up to me today when I mentioned this to somebody else. So it's just the way our business is different. Like we all probably are used to going out and trading our time for money. So when I first did find this business, and I was trying to explain it to my family, my dad automatically assumed that it's a pyramid scheme. So I just wanted to explain to you that a pyramid scheme they're actually illegal, so they're not allowed in Australia, and they were banned in the 1970s. So it's definitely not a pyramid scheme. Juice Plus has been going since 1970, so for 45 years or whatever it is, it's been going. So it's not being made illegal at all because it's not a pyramid scheme. Yeah, so I think it's just this big thing around that's just it's a fear thing of everybody of earning money a different way, that they think that it's just something that's, I don't even really know what a pyramid scheme is actually. But anyway, I'm going to explain what I comparing to the way we make money and comparing to going to traditional business. So where I work when I'm not doing Juice Plus is within Myer. So Myer, a big department store. So if I can draw that, let me see that. Sorry, I think my whiteboard's getting a little bit worn out and my text is getting a bit faded, but I've just drawn a little bit of a triangle there in a pyramid. So where I work within Myer, there's on the floor here, so there's all these people on here that, you know, fixing the clothes and selling off the floor and things like that. Above them, there is so many positions, and they're all a little bit like, there's a team leader here, then there's a floor manager. These two girls here, so between the floor manager and the team leader, I think they've all been at Myer for, you know, maybe 6, 7, 8 years, and the competition between them, and this one's not here and this one might say something, and, you know, there's all these little niggles behind their back. So the competition to get that position, that floor manager, that one step higher than the team leader, is, you know, quite competitive, and, you know, probably some of these people probably even want to go for that. So one position only available. Then after that, from up there, we sort of go up the escalator, and up there's the office, and then there's an operations manager, there's some assistant manager, there's the store manager. Above them, like that's just within one store. So, you know, this person here, our store manager, I think his family actually live in Bendigo, so he was the manager at Bendigo. He travels, I think he must stay down here 3 or 4 nights a week, I'm not sure, in Melbourne to run this store. But yeah, he's just, I guess that's just such, there's only one position available for that store manager. So what he has to do to get that role that he wants is, you know, to go, like, leave his family to get that. So yeah, and I'm sure he's in competition with other people, like and he has to probably do well to keep his position as well, because there's so many other people that probably want it. Above that, there's, you know, another guy that walks around with this guy and, you know, sort of analyse everything as well. So, you know, maybe he's going over his job, and, you know, there's only one of all these roles that you can do, and it's really, like, probably quite highly unlikely that even maybe the team leader is ever going to get to be the store manager. So, yeah, it's just a big pit. Like, to me, that just looks way more a pyramid than what we're actually doing here at Juice Plus. So what I sort of feel like with us is that it's not a pyramid, it's just more of a, sorry, drawing. It's more of like a square or a rectangle, and although we all start down off here with our virtual franchises, you know, like, and we know we've got Leah up there guiding us, and Erin and all these beautiful girls, you know, we can all make it up to where they are. Like, all of us are able to grow, and, you know, no one's competing with anybody. If anything, these girls are here to help us and drag us through and get us up to where they are. Like, the support is amazing. It's definitely not competitive, and it's definitely not niggling behind each other's backs like I find that it is within, it's a little bit like school, really, like, you know. But yeah, with here, we're all helping each other. It doesn't matter. We can all reach the top. We've all got the potential to do so. We've all got the support to do so. And yeah, it's a shame that it's that as a pyramid, or, you know, with that negative thing around it, because, you know, it's an awesome way to make money, and it's probably, you know, one of the best kept secrets from what I'm finding, because just of the support we've all got. So yeah, it's a shame. Like, even today, when that girl said to me today about it being a pyramid scheme, and, you know, you can't make money unless someone else is making money, and I don't know, it's just, I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's definitely not like that. So yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Lisa. I think also sometimes it can be a little bit of lack of understanding, because yeah, I've had people definitely say, occasionally say things like that to me, and then when they actually understand it, they kind of have a light bulb moment, and they'll go, oh yeah. And I look at this and I think to myself, I get to own how much I'm worth. I don't have an hourly rate that somebody tells me, you know, that I have to work, and They get to tell me when I get to go to the toilet and have my lunch break and have holidays. You know, I own that. So it definitely is a different way of doing things. We might head on over to Erin now, who's going to also explain a little bit about her Juice Plus journey, and then a little bit about her business.
Thanks, Leah. I've got two helpers in the room, so that it makes too much noise. I've been with Juice Plus for just over 2 years. I came into the business after using the products. I've got 3 kids, but at the time I had 2, and I was looking to lose some weight and just get healthy. And I really loved the product. I loved the program, and I was able to lose enough weight that I got down to less than I weighed before I had kids. So I was really happy. And I knew that heaps of mums could benefit from the product and the program, and just I really just wanted to share it with people. So I started up my business. I found out there was a business, and I started my business. And I was running a traditional business with my husband, so I did not have spare time at all. But I could see that there was a lot of potential here. So I just worked it into my day, really in the night, rather than watching TV. I would work on my Juice Plus business. So that was about a bit over 2 years ago, and now I've been able to reach the top of the company, and life's totally changed. I just went to America last week with my little girl for a big conference over there. We've been able to do so much travel. My monthly check is crazy, way more than I could ever earn doing anything else, and now I just get to work part-time whenever I want, basically around my kids. And the best part now is just being able to help other girls do the same thing. So, you know, other mums, young girls who've got their whole life ahead of them, rather than having to work a 9-to-5 job that they don't really love. They can pretty much do whatever they want with their life just through this magic business that we have. So I'm just going to share with you guys a little bit about a question that comes up, which is, you know, I don't know that many people. I'm not sure if I could do a business like that. And I know for me, when I started out, I wouldn't say I knew a heap of people, and none of the people that actually came into my business were people that I knew before I started the business. It was really just connecting with people in day-to-day life, really utilizing social media, which, I mean, everyone's on social media now, so we may as well use it to help people. Can you hear the wrestling? So I really just connected with a lot of other mums who were looking for a way to earn money working from home, which makes so much sense, rather than having to put our kids in daycare every day and pay somebody else to look after them, which is just kind of crazy. So my business started with just me, and I connected with Leah through one of my fitness pages, and Leah was really just looking for a way to be able to make some money from home around her little girl, rather than having to go back to work. Leah shared the business with a young girl named Cody, who's a nurse who just loves travel and loves the fact that she can do her Juice Plus business around her work and then travel as well. And she's always all around Australia, traveling around. She introduced the business to Amy, who introduced the business to her friend Ben. Another girl, Kyla, who came into my business, I met through a mummy page, and she wanted to be able to work around her little girl and never have to go back to work. So she pretty much just works from the park or the beach most days. She connected with a bunch of other mums who were pretty similar into health and fitness, and really just didn't want to have to leave their children and go to work. I connected with another girl, Jordana, who loves homewares and wanted a way to pay for all the homewares that she wanted. She shared the business with her friend Tammy, who basically had a lot of financial stress and really just wanted to take the pressure off her family. She shared the business with her sister Michelle, who shared the business with her sister-in-law, and basically my business just went crazy. So somebody actually asked me yesterday how many people I have in my business, and I wasn't sure. I think it's about 400 or 500 people, and I literally didn't know any of them before I started this business. It's just being able to share it with other people, share a better way to make money on our terms, rather than, like Leah said, having a boss who decides when we can go and have our lunch, which is just crazy. So yeah, it's amazing. And yeah, you really don't have to know that many people. Social media allows us to connect with people everywhere and speak to so many people. So it's awesome. Thanks, Leah.
Thanks, Erin. Cool. Well, I'm just going to quickly talk about the exciting stuff, the money and how we get to make money in this business. So this is really, there's 3 ways that we get to earn an income. The first way is retail. So basically all we do is connect the customer with the company, and the company ships the product to them. So there's none of this crazy keeping, you've got to purchase amount of stock and you've got to keep it in your garage, and, minimum monthly spends. There's, the only money you'll ever spend in this business is the product that you choose to take for yourself, and also your joining franchise fee, which is $165. So that's really it. And it's really no different. It's not a selling business, but it's really no different to, when we all go out for a nice meal these days, and, what do we all do? We take a picture of our dinner and then we pop it on Facebook, and, the restaurant doesn't pay us for that. So, but with this business, it's referral. When we're talking about how amazing we're feeling and the benefits we're getting, and people are coming to us and asking us about it, then we're obviously getting money from that, which is pretty, getting rewarded. The other way we get rewarded is with commission. So as you start to build a team and you start to help people get what they want in this business, then you'll also get money in your bank account and start to get what you want as well. And then the last way we get paid is bonuses. So bonuses is a really important way of how we get paid. There's a few different bonus structures, but I'm just going to cover the easiest one to understand, and it's the one that we come across when you first enter this business. So one of the first levels that you can get to in this business is called SDVF, and when you get there, you get a $400 bonus. And the person who taught you also gets a $400 bonus, because we are all about being a teaching business and, really rewarding people for helping other people. So we're all about helping each other. I'm just going to actually cross on over to Sarah, who is she went SDVF a little while ago, but she's going to share a little bit of, I guess why this made sense to her. And, maybe you can share a little bit about your Juice Plus journey, Sarah.
Absolutely. So Juice Plus, the product and the business both came into my life simultaneously, and completely by chance. I had a very bad experience with glandular fever, and was suffering from some severe chronic fatigue. I wasn't myself. I was very anxious, very stressed, because I couldn't do my normal activities, couldn't work, couldn't go out, as a 23-year-old who has to stay home on a Saturday night instead of going out with her friends. That was just depressing. I'd done everything that I could medically and made some improvements, but there was no way that I was myself, and I had kind of lost hope that I would get back to my full self again. And during that time, healthy food had always been on my agenda and something I was passionate about, but I'd started up a blog to kind of use as a bit of an outlet, because cooking for me is a bit of a therapy. I just started up my own little blog just for, really, I was only kind of having my friends and family look at it. But a beautiful woman named Shan actually found me on Instagram, and she reached out to me and said, I love everything that you're cooking and talking about, and I'd really love to share what I do with you. And I just thought, oh, okay, this lady's contacted me on Instagram. That's, it must be some weird thing. But there was a little voice in the back of my head that said, no, this lady's for real. She's getting to know me and she's talking to me. And we had a Zoom call like this, a FaceTime chat, and I realized that she was just a beautiful mama up on the Gold Coast who had started her own business so that she could stay at home with her little boy. And as soon as she started talking about the products, I knew I was interested straight away. She had me at the word Whole Foods, just knowing that I wasn't putting synthetic, for lack of a better word, crap into my body. I didn't need any more junk in my body because I was feeling so bad already. So I actually got onto the product and started my business around the same time. Within two weeks, I reckon even 10 days, huge life-changing things started happening for me. I was sleeping better. I could get out walking again, and I just started to become myself again. And, fast forward a few months and I've got control over my life again, which is the best feeling. And I didn't think I'd get back here. So it was pretty amazing. And then to have that opportunity to share that with other people has just been unreal. The amount of people that have come to me and said thank you for sharing your story, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have taken the next step in my health journey. That's so rewarding, and that's something that you can't put price on that, because it's just the best feeling ever. And if you are going to talk about price, this business for me is going to allow me to chase my dreams and move across the world for a little while this year. So it's really just, health-wise, it's been amazing. Financially, it's been amazing. Spiritually and emotionally and mentally, it's been amazing, because I'm connecting with such beautiful people. And I've got these amazing women who are mentoring me through this business and teaching me how to then do that for other people. And I feel so blessed, and I've never believed more in the saying that everything happens for a reason, because I'm so sure that this came into my life at the time that it did for a reason, and I'm very, very grateful. So that's me.
Thank you so much, Sarah. That is such a beautiful story. Love it. So the next position, which Sarah's definitely working her way towards, is SC. And when you get there, you get a $600 bonus, and the person who taught you also gets a $600 bonus. The position after that is SSC, and when you get there, you get a $1,200 bonus, and the person who taught you also gets a $1,200 bonus. The position after that, and the one that I'm not too far away from, is QNMD, and when you get there, you get a $1,500 bonus, and the person who taught you also gets a $1,500 bonus. And then the pinnacle position that Erin is at is a NMD, and when you get there, you get a $3,000 bonus. And by the time you get there, you've created anything from an $80,000 to $120,000 residual income, yearly business, which is pretty incredible, considering you can do it in stolen moments, from home or from your phone, from anywhere, in your time as well. So it's pretty unbelievable, and we're seeing people do that in anything from under a year to, I'll probably do it in about 2 years. But I just think that everybody comes into this with different skills, and it's an incredible journey. I'm just very blessed that I, when I saw something, this opportunity come to me, like these girls through social media, and I was definitely skeptical. But I'm just so glad that I looked into it further. I asked my questions, and I asked, what if? What if this is something that could change my life? And what if this was what I was looking for, that could give me the opportunity to say yes to more, and to be able to stay at home and have more freedom? And I'm so, so glad that I did, because I could never have imagined that I would have been able to create what I have, and been able to meet all these girls and help them do the same thing. And it's just so rewarding. The financial reward is amazing, but the emotional revenue to be able to help people, really fulfill their dreams, and, to see Sarah, who's going to be going off and traveling and have that travel fund. I mean, that's incredible. So that's certainly something that has just been unbelievable. So, that's really it from us this evening. If any part of this resonates with you, if any part of it, made sense to you, just go back to the person who invited you here and really ask your questions and have a chat, because what if this is something that could work for you? I know that I had lots of questions and definitely was skeptical, but I just think that, if this is something that could work, who knows where this could be in a year for you or two. So yeah, thanks guys. I'll take everyone off mute.